Beyond this point, it will be pitch black. Into the blinds, try to have an open mind. These are the opening lines of my co-anthology, 90 Seasons, which was published by Half Baked Beans. Good afternoon, everyone. And my name is Merena, and I also call myself the Quill Beast, which you will find on Instagram. I've studied from CJM Dehradun, then I did my graduation in finance and a diploma in software engineering. And after that, I, as a 90s kids, after doing all this, I didn't know what to do. So, but eventually I landed up in banking, and presently I'm a banker. But I can assure you one thing, that even though being a banker, I'm not boring at all. So, so how did I end up in writing? So one day, one of my reader friends, she said, let's write. So I said, let's write. And then we asked each other, what will we write? So as usual, we didn't have an answer. So then later on, she told me a setting, and she said, let's write about the setting. So what I asked her, what will be the storyline? We again didn't have an answer, so we just went with the setting. So she wrote a paragraph, I wrote a paragraph, we exchanged, and later on, it was a book of 2 para. The end, the book was completed. So after that, like again, one of my other friends went on to read that book. So eventually what happened, one day when it was her birthday, she asked me to write a poem for her. I was like, okay, it is a good way to save money, so let me gift her a poem. So I gifted her a poem. So then after that, she posted it on social media, and it went viral among our friends. So again, everybody started asking to give them a poem on any occasion, and so. But for obvious reasons, I couldn't do that, and the obvious reason was procrastination. So, and so eventually time passed by, and I was out of touch from writing. Then the lockdown happened, and somehow, maybe the universe, I came across this page, Bound India, where they were giving seminars on writing. I joined that, and eventually I got a hook onto the writing, and that's how I landed up with the first contract after winning many competitions for my first book, which was organized by Half Baked Beans. So my first book was The Sound of Boots. It is co-authored with Manjit Sharma, who's a journalist based in Delhi. So this book is about an under trial prisoner. I would like to ask you something, like how many of you would like to read letters or write letters? I think all of us would love to do that, read and write letters. So The Sound of Boots has 9 letters. So Mansi and I wanted to write something different. So we went with the epistolary format, and we wrote 9 letters in the book. So, and the best part about this book is we 2 women, we wrote the characters are all men. So this is one of a kind where women are writing men. So now let's move on to the next book. This was a challenge because I didn't get along with my co-authors and co-poets. They were like they were like young bloods, and I think I was a veteran at that time. So we didn't get along well. But in the end, I think co-authoring is really tough. But eventually, you come out with the very come out with something and it gives you immense pleasure, more than a solo book. I think a co-author book gives you more pleasure. So this book is divided into 4 parts. It talks about the essence of life. So from tragedy to hiatus, then redemption, and in the end hope that we all have in life. So finally, I think I will come to my favorite and my latest anthology, which is, I think it represents India in its own sense. I'll tell you why. The co-poets of this anthology are from 3 parts of India. I was from the north, Uttarakhand. The second one is Thira. He is from Tamil Nadu. And the third one is Nora from Meghalaya. So it covers all of India, and I am thankful to Half Baked Beans who brought us all together and gave us a platform. And in this, I have written poems. Thira is a person who is an adolescent, and he's searching for answers in life. His choices about his love, his sexuality. Nora talks about the rural side of India, the Meghalayas, the Garo hills. And I am the urban traveler, and some of my poems, which are like covering 30 states of India. So few of them are Ballad of Kolkata, Reawakening Run, Om Banaras, Dil in Delhi. So these are there. So there is a reason for 90 seasons. So each of us wrote 30 poems each, and this is a coming of age poetry book where we took a span of 7.5 years and divided it into seasons: spring, summer, winter and monsoon. And this is how we covered 7.5 years, and hence it got the name 90 seasons. And the best part of this book is the illustration, the cover of the book, which was designed by an illustrator from Meghalaya. So I think I'll say, please judge the book by the cover. Okay?
Nice.
And the last thing I would like to say is, I wanted to ask a question from all you guys. Is how many of you got a scolding from your parents for hiding a novel in your textbook and reading it? I think all of us. So from hiding those novels and reading and coming up here and writing one of those, I think we all deserve a big round of applause. And thank you, Booknerds, for bringing us together.